we are, grateful for this day. Beautiful foggy day. It's about 5:30 in the morning and ready to hop in the car and get going. Heck yeah. Float conference bound. Portland, here we go.
Ooh, oh my god, we even got rain.
Yeah. Look at you, Denise. You're an expert floater today.
You know it. Sign me up.
Look at this guy.
I had to rap. I had to represent.
Yes.
Do you feel mine now? This is life, live now. Yeah, this is life. Yeah, this is liberty. This is life. Yeah.
How do you feel about float culture?
I feel great about it. And you asked me at the right time because the conference is just going on and we're in the midst of it. And somehow I always forget when we're planning the conference that it means that I get to see everyone in the industry, some of them who I haven't seen for years. And it's overwhelmed, I guess, is how I feel. I feel like we're just among the nicest, kindest, some of the most talented people on the planet in float culture. And it really is its own unique thing. Like, you can feel it. And we hear from people who've gotten out of other industries too, that they come into this one and it's like they found their home, and it's just so unlike anything that they've been in before, you know, so sharing and just open with information and not competitive and not trying to undermine the people in it. So yeah, I'm just delighted to be a part of it all, honestly.
Center of the float universe here. Graham Talley, thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks, Adam.
Oh. Everything that we're doing here with this industry is all very tailored to you. So that's the beauty of it. When I was in the tank, I realized that, wow, like, this could be a whole community. You know, this could be a whole culture. You know, so the idea of float culture kind of popped into my mind, like, immediately. And I was like, well, you know, there's surf culture, there's wine culture, there's plant culture and farming culture. So what does float culture mean? And, you know, I just realized that I had to be the example for the world on what that means, you know, to have a culture around floating. So obviously this is like the pinnacle of what I would say float culture. We're all getting together, sharing ideas, we're transforming, we're floating together. It's like we're birthing a new way of being, really. It's finding a way to balance ourselves so that we can ascend. And sometimes it's not so graceful, right? So we think of this path of ascension as just, you know, you go up to this higher realm, but you know, typically it's kind of like you have to swirl your way down, just like a toilet, you know? You have to flush away the things that really aren't serving you.
Just really chill people that are trying to work on themselves, you know, and are pretty honest about their flaws and about their crap, and that they're making an effort to
flush it all away, you know, because we're so pure on the inside. Like, our human heart is so beautiful.
And there's a lot of people that are like, they're going to heal the world, they're going to heal their communities, you know, that's kind of the end thing that people are working towards, I think. So.
The optimum condition for human creation.
Way to reach deep inside themselves and explore.
Finding what unites us. It's something. You can always connect with somebody for in some possible way. And luckily, we've all found floating, and floating found us.
It's about getting in touch with yourself and finding peace within yourself and with other people that resonate with that same kind of feeling.
Like, these floaters, every single person that comes into your center is so valuable.
You feel very loved and accepted because that's your natural state, you know.
If you can connect to those people in a deep way, then you're doing your job, you know. And joy is obviously the best medicine. So, you know, let's get to that place. Let's raise our vibration levels a little bit so that we can be in that joy, in that medicine all the time.
Float culture, it's a culture of getting back to nothingness, which is happiness. once you start drifting into the right brain, you get away from that worldly kind of aspect, and you just get really happy. And everything is enough. You realize you're born worthy. You're not here to prove your worthiness. You're already worthy, you know. So to me, that's what it's all about.
The float culture is really a unique and diverse one, and we all have this thing floating in common, but really what else we have in common is that we are all the frontiers and the pioneers of trying unconventional things to improve our lives and improve our well-being. And I think that's really, at the end of the day, what we have in common is this passion to be the best human and spiritual beings that we can, and that's why we connect so deeply with each other.
Well, in the float culture, and I've done a lot of personal growth work and vision questing and meditation and that, it's a way to deepen that experience.
Let's remember the magic of what it feels like to be a human being for once, and be expressive and playful and joyful, and our birthright. So flow culture to me is consciousness, happiness, full expression, meditation.
But it's a form of meditation. It's a form of relaxation. It's a form of journeying that's easily accessible in an urban environment. And especially as the industry is growing so much at this point, it's becoming more and more available. So in any area of consciousness and depth work that you're wanting to do, it's a really good solution.
For the past 15 years, I've been trying to understand how the brain processes the internal world of our body. And so when I first got into a float tank, I was like, well, the internal world of our body becomes conscious, and that was really fascinating phenomenon to me. So that was my initial preview, is just having studied how the brain's processing this and then having access to it in a float tank.
I think everybody should definitely have a tank, whether it's in their house or have a place they can easily go to float, because I think it's just as important as people have TVs and couches in their house. I mean,
there's an energy here that is really infectious, and everyone seems like they're on the same wavelength. Everyone wants to be here. Everyone's happy. Everyone's in a great mood. And that, I think part of that is because they all float. And now so all these floaters have come together, and they're just, it's just you want to be around these people.